4, 3, 2, 1, and you're on.
Hi everybody, my name's Nicola and I am your independent Scentsy consultant, and we thought we'd do a short video this afternoon about Scentsy Diffusers, and there's a reason for this. It's because it's January 2018 and during this month Scentsy are giving us a few extra benefits, which means all of you lucky ladies who have been looking at these fabulous diffusers, we can possibly get you them up to 50% cheaper, and we know you like a bargain. So as you probably already know, the Scentsy Diffusers are quite pricey, but there's a reason for that, and that's because they are top of the range. They're nebulising diffusers, and they're handcrafted shades. They have lots of functionality, mist settings, light settings, safety settings. They're beautifully crafted. They're hand finished and they come with a lifetime warranty, so definitely there's an element of getting what you pay for. But if I'm doing my job as a good Scentsy consultant, that means I try and get you the best possible deal for you, and that's what we're hoping to do here. So for those of you that haven't seen a diffuser in action before, then I will give you a brief run through of what they do, and you can make your mind up and see whether you love them as much as we do. So the one we've got on at the minute is the current flavour of the month. This is the Stargaze diffuser. This is a special that Scentsy brought out for Christmas 2017, and unbelievably, despite this having been by far my best-selling diffuser this season, they've still got some in stock, and yes, your half-price benefits would work towards this too. So if you look at this one, I don't know whether it comes out so well on the video, but it's a real 3D effect. In the glass, it kind of looks a little bit like fireworks, or do you remember the fibre optic lamps? It looks almost like I could run my hand through it. I can't because it's glass, but you get the idea. They're really, really pretty. So this is the one that's on at the minute. But if I remove this shade, you will then get the idea that unlike any other diffuser on the market, that the Scentsy shades are all interchangeable. So once you have one of these, that means then for very little money going forward, you can start buying some of these different shades in order to make your diffuser look different. So basically every single diffuser has this base in it, and this is the way it works. We'll take the top off, and you'll see we've got a reservoir of water in there. Can you see that? Well, I filled it up with water earlier, and we put in a few little drops of one of my favourite essential oils, which is the lavender and orange blossom. The citrus is really nice and gives it a lift. So if I put this back on here, the only trick really is to line up this little spout inside with a little spout here to make sure that the mist goes in a vertical direction. So that fits on there, and we put the shade back on. And at the minute we've just got the colour light setting on. We can have different light settings, but we can't actually see it diffusing until we switch on the diffuser. At the minute, this is just a very pretty looking lamp, but this is where the magic starts. So there's a little button on the side, and in a couple of minutes you're going to see the mist start to come out. So basically the difference between what a lot of you already have, you have the wax warmers, Scentsy wax warmers. The difference between those and the diffuser is really, this has a lot more functionality, and the way it presents the fragrance to the room is a lot different to your wax warmer. The wax warmer is a really gentle warming element, and it gently releases a fragrance, whereas you can see here, as soon as this nebulising diffuser starts doing its nebulising, that means that fragrance is now directly in your room. I can smell that immediately. It's a shame that it's not smell-o vision because you can't smell it, but that's lovely. So we can actually give it different mist settings. So that's the high function, there's a lower function. You can also have it come out in an intermittent, so it'll give you a high function for a couple of minutes and then it goes off completely, which is quite a good way to make the reservoir of fragrance in there last that little bit longer. And we've also got different light settings. So we're on the colour setting here, so we can move it through a range of colours, and when you see one that you like, you can choose, oh, I really like the green or the turquoise, and you can just keep that on like that. Or you can switch that off altogether, and when you switch it back on again, you will get a range of white light settings. So it kind of emulates a candle. So that's the white setting. That's a lower setting that you might choose to put it on if it's the evening and you want it a little bit less light, and then you can touch it again, and as you can you see that flickering like a candle? So regardless of whatever shade you have on it, you're going to get exactly the same functionality. So that one is your Stargaze shade, and this one, I don't know whether you're watching Steve and Heather, but this one's yours. Thank you for the loan of it. So you're having that one. And then I've got the Enliven here, which is the one that Vicky's having. If you're watching this, Vicky, you're going to have one just like this. This is actually mine, but you're going to have the other one that's just like this. And you can see now, just having the different outer on, it gives it a completely different look. So rather than blown glass, this one's hand-cut porcelain. So they're quite substantial. It's quite a weight to that. It's not a piece of plastic. It is a lovely thing. So Jason's just dimming the lights so we can see a little bit better what that's doing. So you get the idea that that one's flickering like a candle. And then I can press the light button again and he's off. And if I switch him again, we get colours again. I know! So we've got him on the blue. We can take him through to the purple or the red. So you can actually have this to fit your decor. It doesn't really matter what colour the shade is to a lot of extent, because actually you'll make the colour using the light function. So he can come off now. So that's the Enliven. And then this one's the Avid. This was brand new for 2017. And this one is like a metallic. It's actually made from very fine strips of metal that are wound round together. I think this one's really nice for a study or something. Can we just put the light on, just so maybe we can see whether we can see the metallic in that. It's really metallic-y and kind of bronzy. So I think if maybe you had a study or something, that would look lovely. Or in fact, if bronze and metallic were your colourways. So that's him. And the only other one I've got here to show you today is a Reflect. So this is a little bit like the Stargaze, actually. You've got a very similar look. It looks a little bit like a night sky.
Dinosaur egg.
Dinosaur, it is like a dinosaur egg. It's a lovely shape. But of course, he's looking purple here. You might not have purple in your home. So let's make him red. Or let's, if we switch him off, we can just have him back to the white again. So you can play about... Oh, he's gone blue. You can play about with your heart's content with your nebulising diffuser, and you'll find that these are the best on the market. And the price usually reflects this, but if you want to speak to me, we sort something out before the end of January, you will get the benefits from Scentsy that they're giving you, and we can get you one of these for half price. What do you think, Cody?
Rubbish.
Yeah, rubbish. Send her off. Get me a treat. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Say goodbye, Nicola.
Goodbye, Nicola.